set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he's got room. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Prescott to throw this time. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So here now the Bills offense on the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And at one point he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Jeremy Shackey from 3 yards out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To try again after the sack. Brady, quick hitter here. It's complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he's got some space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, Brady. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offense is called 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give. It's Jackson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side, and down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Brevin Jordan, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey to the 22-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Brady now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Brady. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for a 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 42-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now out come the Bills. They've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Brady. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall.
And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On second and goal, Brady, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Prescott here to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the handoff, this is Breda.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Prescott.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.